Okay, so we're going in alphabetical order again. So Gabby will be first, followed by Hazel. Gabby, are you ready for your 1-minute speech? Okay, go.
Hi, I'm Gabby and I'm really standing to be your Vice President of Education. I don't plan to sit up here and tell you what I've done or what I plan to do next year. Instead, I want to tell you what I believe. I believe that education is a transformative experience for our students. That gives them a chance to shape their lives and let them become whatever they want to be. When I first started here, I had no idea what would happen to me over 3 years here. But I am who I am today because of my time here at YSJ. I've met some incredible people who have inspired me to have some faith in myself. And because of that, I'm able to sit in front of you today and ask that you put your faith in me for a second time. I am someone who can represent you. Someone who isn't afraid to stand up and hold people to account when something's wrong. Someone who's passionate about making sure you get the most out of your time here. Students are not consumers. They cannot return a degree if they're not happy. So we need to make sure we enable our students to have exceptional experiences. Thank you.
For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Hazel Stanley and I'm running for VPE. I'm currently the Faculty Chair of Education and Theology, and throughout my 3.5 years at YSJ, I've been involved in student representation at every level. I would describe myself as approachable, determined and passionate. My aim is to help students obtain the education they deserve, leading them to feel empowered and equipped to fulfil their full potential in the world. Therefore, I want to help provide more support with placement opportunities and preparing them for the world of work. However, it's also about supporting students through their degree by raising awareness of existing academic support systems such as student development and the promotion of other resources offered by ILS such as e-books. Finally, I want to get students clearer guidance on assessment and feedback to make sure it's fair and that assessments not only reflect the student's ability but also that the feedback is of good quality and constructive. Thank you.
Okay, straight on to your questions. First question, how will you ensure programme reps are elected from as many courses as possible across all faculties?
I've already increased the amount of courses that we've elected programme reps from 35 to 39 this year, and I imagine that's just going to keep on growing. But what I plan to do is elect 2nd and 3rd year reps at the end of this academic year because they're already engaged with the system. And then in September next year we can elect 1st years because they're the ones we really need to start engaging so they can just continue throughout their 3 years here.
The key thing is communication with staff early on about the importance of student representation and when programme rep elections will happen. We're also communicating to students beforehand what a programme rep is and does in terms of making sure they're aware of what they might be signing up for in terms of commitment. We also work towards having a bigger team involved in electing programme reps if possible and using the faculty chairs as a way of them getting their voices out there.
Second question, what will you make your priority for the rest of term once elected?
My biggest priority is feedback, as this is something that affects all students. Simply put, it's not good enough. It needs to be better tailored to students and also better quality. So in order to achieve this, I will work alongside staff, both in Academic Development Directorate and with lecturers to share good practice that's already going on in some courses, but just to say, okay, this is how we will improve it.
Obviously I plan on completing my manifesto points as quickly as possible because hopefully that's what you'll re-elect me on, so it's something I want to get done. But I don't think I can prioritise because things are going to come up throughout the year which I can't plan for, so I just need to make sure that I'm listening to you throughout the year and responding to whatever it is you want me to do and when.
Okay, question 3. What is your opinion of the National Grade Point Average pilot?
The GPA pilot is an exciting and interesting new initiative, and it's something that we really need to make sure our students are aware of. It does have its positives, so applying for jobs abroad is going to become a lot more easier for our students. However, it does have negatives, and anyone who has taken a break from education is going to really struggle because it includes first year grades. It also means that people are not going to take risks in their first year like they should, because learning and education is all about taking risks. So I'm not a fan.
I agree with Gabby. Personally, I think it's a really bad idea. The study skills you need at the university are so different from those at, say, college, that first year gives you that opportunity to make those mistakes and learn from them. If first year was included in your overall uni grades, then it could lead to a lower student retention rate, and that would be detrimental to the university.
FYI, this grade point average pilot is national, it's not happening at York St John. Don't run out of here crying that you're all going to have how you're graded changed. You're not, don't worry. Okay, so question 4. What will you introduce to give students more of a say in their education?
So I would introduce pop-up clinics once a fortnight here in the SU Cafe, where students can talk to me about problems in certain areas, e.g. timetable, and highlight the importance of existing student representation that we already have in place.
Something my manifesto focuses heavily on this year. I want students to have input on assessment deadlines, so you decide what dates are best for you and there's no more assignment bunching. I want student reps on appeals and academic misconduct panels, so there's someone there on your side of the table and on the other side. I also want to create links between programme reps and course-based societies to make sure there's continuous communication between all groups of students and opportunities for new ideas.
Your final question, how would you ensure representation from postgrad, mature, international and other hard-to-reach groups?
We already do a lot of work on ensuring as many student groups are represented as possible, but there's always more to be done. Things like a postgrad society or conferences that encourage the integration of all students are key. I also really think that the programme reps we have are a useful link. These already represent student groups, and we need to tap into these relationships to ensure that hard-to-reach students know that there are support networks and the SU is there for them as well.
So I would ask these students how they want to be involved and talk to staff members to see how we can adapt to include these students. Again, I promote the SUs and what we already do. So we already have research reps in, which makes sure that postgraduates can be involved in this, and that postgraduates can be programme reps if they want to be.
Any questions from the floor for our education candidates? Yes, Izzy.
How do you plan on supporting your faculty chairs?
How do you plan on supporting your faculty chairs?
I'd hope that I've already been quite a good support system for our faculty chairs. We obviously do have Paul at the back there, who is a lot more experienced than I have been. But I think I've developed as a person, and so I'm much more equipped to handle the role of supporting faculty chairs. So drop in sessions whenever you want. My phone is always on and always through emails, and it's always nice for them to come up and have a chat with me if ever they're having an issue, or if they just want to tell me that something's gone right.
So having been a faculty chair myself, I understand most of the problems that you might have, but I would have drop-in sessions and just say to my faculty chairs that I'm there whenever you need me.
Any other questions for our education candidates? Yes, Alina.
Joint honour reps, do you think they've been effective this year? How are you going to improve them? Or are you going to scrap it?
Joint honour reps, do you think they've been effective or should they be scrapped?
I think it's important to hear from joint honours students, because as a joint honours student myself, we have different student experience to single honours students. Sometimes it can be very difficult juggling different departments, different faculties, and so I would continue to work with the joint honours students to see where the student representation is, and continue to have students who are joint honours students as representatives.
I don't think joint honours reps have been effective, but that's purely because no faculty seems to want to take responsibility for them. I think it's totally unfair that people are expected to try and represent two faculties when neither faculty seems to want them. So I think it's about encouraging the fact that these reps do have a wider range of group of students to represent, and tell the faculty that they need to listen to both sides of the story.
Any other questions for our education candidates? No, can I have a huge round of applause for Gabby?